Hey, what's up, y'all? If you are watching this video, know this title is not clickbait. Surprisingly, this isn't a video about my ban. This is a video about Asmongold just getting banned on Twitch, which I think is absolutely psychotic once you hear the reason why. Pardon how shitty I look. Well, that's not, I don't think anybody's bothered by that. I always look shitty. This video can't be censored because my editor's asleep, so I'm going to try to watch what I say. If you want to know my pure, unfiltered thoughts, I will be live tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. CST on Rumble, rumble.com/TechTone, and I guess I'll be streaming a lot extra for the next week while Asmongold's banned. We'll be playing Red Dead Redemption 2. So Asmongold just got banned for a week. And so you might be wondering, well, what did he do? Well, just to remind you what I got banned for a week for, I got banned for calling Denims a woman of the night. I got banned for a week for calling Frogan a little bit rotund. I got my YouTube channel banned for a week for calling Hassan a little bit flamboyant. And Asmongold has now, no joke, been banned for just saying he doesn't care about the opinions of illiterate third worlders. Now, I want to make it very clear. Do you think anybody would be banned if they said they didn't care about the opinions of Americans? Asmongold in no way, shape, or form has broken the TOS in any way, shape, or form. There was no rules. There was no regulations broken. That's a perfectly fine thing to say. If you're not from this country and you can't even read or write, why the fuck would anybody care about your opinion on what's going on in America? The answer is you absolutely wouldn't, unless you're trying to virtue signal like any of these other streamers do, where they say, oh, well, I care about everybody's opinion. I'm sorry, you're uneducated. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And this is the reason why I think Twitch is entirely compromised. And this is the reason why I will not risk even streaming on Twitch. The reason why I'm even considering permanently deleting my Twitch channel, because I know Dan Gunnar Clancy is going to delete it or permanently ban me probably in the next couple months or so. Because why wouldn't they? This is the reason why I stream on Rumble. This is the reason why I encourage more people to stream on Rumble, or even Kick for that matter. I don't care. But Twitch is entirely compromised, and you can't convince me otherwise. I want to remind you that I got banned for a week for calling Hassan gay, and then Meat Canyon can go make a video of Hassan and Asmongold making out viscerally, and he doesn't get banned. He doesn't get warned. He doesn't get mass reported. He doesn't get false flagged. He doesn't get harassed. None of that. While all these people, and I want to remind you, are calling Asmongold a pedophile, while they're calling Nuxtaku a pedophile. You've heard all this spiel before. And it just goes to show you how bullshit all this is. And in my opinion, Asmongold better get an appeal. He better get an apology. He better get some type of reparations. I mean, I sound like a black person. Sorry, I'm very tired. The filter goes off a little bit. He better get some type of apology for this blatant misuse of power. Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely furious, but the reality is, much like all of you, I don't really have the energy to be angry anymore. I don't really have the energy to yell. I don't really have the energy to, get my blood pressure high. I'm used to this, and I think that's very telling, where I'm used to this type of bullshit, because it happens every fucking day. The good guys are getting abused every single day, and the bad guys are let free to walk. And I'm sorry, but mercy to the guilty is punishment to the innocent. And I can't, I can believe this is happening again, but when do we draw the line? When do we as people get tired of the behavior of Twitch to its creators, where we're all gonna say, hey man, I'm fucking good. The platform's on a decline. You barely make any money off of it. The 50-50 joke, the 50-50 split is already a joke. 70-30 really isn't that better, and that only goes to less than 0.01% of creators. The year-over-year numbers are steadily declining by 4% a quarter, allegedly. The TOS is unequally enforced. Streamers like Hassan and co are allowed to go live, call everybody rapists, pedophiles, get Mizkif to parrot their words, have people like Mizkif pay off clippers and offer to pay content creators money to make, glaze pieces on them because their reputation's in the shitter, and these people are allowed to walk free. It makes no sense. Everybody is bought. Everything is artificial. Everything is fraudulent, and I think it's fucking pathetic. Nothing's real anymore. Nothing matters. The only thing that matters is what you can get people to say. And if you tell a lie loud enough, everyone will slowly start to believe it. In an age where information is at your fingertips, where you can grok anything, people refuse to, and they see the lies that are being led by all of these fraudulent, lying, misinformation spreading pieces of shit. I'll add cocksucking in there too. I don't think that'll get me demonetized. But we are essentially in the era of information, but it's slowly becoming the era of misinformation. Because while we could set the record straight, understand with a quick Google search, people were saying Asmongold was rightfully banned. No, he wasn't. There's nowhere in the TOS where it was shown that he was violating in anything. He did not break a single rule. What he said was barely inflammatory. I say 1,000 worse things every single fucking stream. That being said, I do get banned. Regardless, it's not a good look. It's really not. And while I want to say Asmongold should go to another platform, he really shouldn't. He should continue to multi-stream, because if he leaves Twitch, then that leaves way too many people up for grabs for other streamers who are pieces of shit, to be honest. And I think the older I get, the more I realize pieces of shit aren't rare. These bad people aren't rare. They're everywhere. To be honest, they're the majority. And it's embarrassing if you don't think that's the case. Maybe you live a sheltered life. But this is another example of Asmongold getting fucked over for doing absolutely nothing wrong, for Twitch being a blatant, hypocritical, double standard enforcing platform where they will allow people to cause havoc, spread information, say career-threatening allegations that are provable lies. No punishment. Asmongold says, hey, I don't want somebody who can't even read or write giving an opinion on why my country's shit. And he gets banned for a week. Ridiculous. I don't know whether Asmon's going to stream or not on Rumble or Kick. I really hope he does. But if not, I will be live every day, rumble.com/TechTone, live every day at 9 a.m. CST. We're shooting for 7-hour streams every single day this week because we're starting Red Dead Redemption 2. Zach, if you're watching this, I laughed. I'm not going to lie. When you got banned, I fucking laughed like crazy. I was pissing myself. And then I found out why. And I was like, it's another fucking bullshit. It is what it is. Hope you guys have a great night. Hope you guys are doing okay. And I'll see you all tomorrow morning. God bless you. God bless America. Fuck Twitch. See y'all later. Bye-bye.